I'm doing good. How you doing?
Looks like we're live, so I'd like to take this time to invite everybody to Dem M&M Bois show. Uh, I'm out
Yes.
of I'm out of state right now, but I'm in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, back and forth, just getting it done. But we'd like to a little bit, Matt.
All right. How's everyone
Can
doing
you hear me
today?
pretty good?
I hear you good.
Huh?
I hear you real
Oh,
good.
let me hear. Let me plug some stuff up. Almost there, almost there, almost there.
Okay.
I was gonna go the Zoom route. That's why I'm a couple of minutes late.
That's fine.
But hmm?
That's okay.
All right, let me see something. Bear with me, y'all, while I get these things, because I want to be able to hear Mr. Bell. He be saying some interesting stuff. All right. Talk to me.
You hear me?
I hear you pretty good.
Okay,
How do I
great.
sound?
You
So
sound
I'm gonna
good.
step back from the mic. I'm gonna step back from the camera a little bit.
I I hear you really
Oh
good.
yeah, you said okay. Where you at? You at the park?
Yeah, I'm at that it's called Laurel Park. I guess it's
Laurel
right
Park.
near my house, our house, like 10 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right beside the tennis
Whole
courts.
I love it. So a whole lot better reception than what we had in South
That's
Carolina when I.
Well, this is a lot
Mm-hmm.
better than being in a parking lot somewhere. Just sitting on a
How
bench
about
right
that?
here. So
How about that?
just enjoying nature, the breeze blowing, trees, and it's nice out here.
Man, you gotta love it. You
Yeah.
you got
Hey,
you gotta love it.
that's God's creation. That's His beauty out here. So
Isn't that a beautiful thing, man? So
that's right.
we are episode 10, ladies and gentlemen, and we just wanted to stay in contact with you guys because we don't want
Yeah,
to be away from you too long because this show is good for the community, it's good for Matthew and myself. And speaking on behalf of Matthew, because we've already talked about these shows do a lot. And
that's right.
I just wanted to just keep everybody encouraged and see what's going on. So, what's the weather like over there, Matt?
Uh, Probably lower 80s. It's been sunny most of the day. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a good little breeze going, but it's a unsummer like day again. It's more
Really?
like fall
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
more like fall. So, more like fall because that's pretty much the same weather we have out here.
Yeah.
Well, it was 75 degrees when I woke up, but we
Oh
got a
wow.
creek in our back off of the balcony where we're at. So, matter of fact, there was a bear sighting last night. Dana and
Oh
I was
really?
out walking. Yeah, we was out walking. We was walking the strip of Gatlinburg, and on our way back, I'm talking. It was like 2:30 in the morning, man, because we just wanted to take a stroll and get a good look
That's
before all the people came back out.
that's right.
And when we got almost a block away from where the room is, there was a black bear because we heard something
Wow.
in the bushes.
Uh
Yeah, we
oh.
heard something in the bushes, and then I look, shine my light. You know me and my flashlight, shine that light,
That's right.
and there was a bear, bro. And
Wow.
the guy who checked us in, whose name is Christ, by the way, and I'm gonna get into that in a
Okay.
little bit. Yeah, his parents named him Christ.
Okay. All
So
right.
he told us about the bears, and they was like, just leave your windows up and leave your doors closed. I
Yeah.
wouldn't recommend anyone with a Jeep, open Jeep. You know how you guys like
Oh
to
they.
take the doors off the
Yeah.
door.
Oh,
I wouldn't recommend that up here because these bears are looking for food.
they'll get
Just
right
like
to
my
you,
cats at the house, these bears are constantly looking for food, man.
and they'll find a way to get it one way or another, won't they?
They will too.
Yeah.
They will. And if you got crumbs from eating
Oh
chicken,
yeah.
like well,
That's
man,
right.
I'm trying to tell. I tell you what.
Yeah.
There were chicken crumbs all in our rental, man.
Okay. Uh, do you hear me, Matthew?
You there?
Your screen went away, Matthew. I don't see your screen.
Yeah, I'm doing. I'm
I
trying to.
see you now.
I'm trying to share it.
Okay.
So let me figure out another way to share it. I'm trying to multitask while you're doing it because I'm doing this on my phone.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, I'm doing it on the phone, and we got some love up here. Well, hello to the one. I'm gonna show you some views after I get a little situated. So I'm gonna probably move around. So bear with me, but
Okay.
keep you with me, buddy. Mm-hmm. So let's see. They, they go Dana. Hey Dana.
What's up?
Just came from the
Hey, Dan.
balcony. He said, "What's up?" You can't hear him. He said, "What's up?" Hmm. Yeah. So it's beautiful outside, and he said it feels like fall over there too. Yeah. Yeah, well, the temperatures went up because we went to ride some go karts. So I'm gonna put some
Oh,
video
wow.
of
That's
that
fun.
because I had to get my bucket list out the way because anything could come up out here.
Yeah.
We're gonna ride the lift. We're gonna ride whatever that big old bench chair is in the sky. There's a lot of sky rides up here, man.
Oh, it is. I've
You can
never rode
see.
one before. Think I'm too afraid.
Well,
uh,
I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to stuff that's off the ground.
I am
If
too.
I'm gonna say so myself, so I'm not the bravest person in the world when it comes to taking my feet off the ground. I do
Yeah.
better with both of my feet on the ground,
Both on
though.
the ground. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hmm. But what you got any words for the viewers this evening, Mr. Bell?
Well, something, what was it? Today's Friday. So was it Wednesday or Tuesday? Remember we was talking about, leadership, where you made your leadership video?
Hmm.
I've been thinking about that for the last couple of days. And, you know, like we're God's children. He gives us. We're all different and different traits. We got different personalities. Just we're uniquely created.
Yes,
And so
yes,
there's
sir.
leadership comes easily to some, and it doesn't come easily to others, and stuff like that. And I've always kind of it's been hard for me to portray leadership. You know, I don't know. I think it's more of my shyness, more of my, not that I'm afraid to talk, but I'm just, you know, I have to get myself worked up to be able to, to lead, and so, and some of that's probably not, been as some of my leadership abilities have not been as good as I needed them to be, as in, just making decisions that aren't good, but over time and being married and in relationships, I've seen where my leadership has kind of been little and it's grown. So it's
Hmm.
just what I'm trying to say is, long story short, is you have to let God allow Him to show you what leadership traits you have and how to reach out and pull them out, and
Yeah.
to use them.
Well, I'll say this. I don't honestly don't believe everybody was meant to be leaders. I mean, you have to have somebody to lead, and
Yeah.
you have to have people in this area, people in that area, and the way the Lord is, He spreads our talents out, especially if you find yourself in a in the company of another individual who may have been brought to your life to
Let's.
give an assistance or be some type of comrade for whatever position you're playing. But a leader, I think, are a rare few. And I think the reason why we're rare is because, for one, we naturally think outside the box.
Well.
We question everything, and it's not like we'll hear a thing and go with it. And
Well.
one, speaking for myself, when I hear a bunch of people saying the same thing, I go out my way to say something different because I'm not. I get turned off from sounding like I'm following some
Right.
group
Like following the leader
and
or something.
a tribe, even though we find ourselves in tribal situations. I'm the guy who, even when I was in groups, when I was
Hmm.
in school or when I was in the neighborhood, even when I was in groups, you can ask them all because we still communicate. You can ask them all that I was always the one who would leave and wander
Hmm.
off somewhere, or even like when we went into a club, I would be the one who would go all the way to the back of the club so I can get a good view of all of the angles, and I don't know whether that was a protective. Well, I thought back then that was just me uh, exhibiting a protection mode, but when I look at it now with a more mature mind state, I was really just being a leader of a sort, and a leader don't always give orders. Sometimes a leader just lead, and you may cause people to go in the same direction you go. You may look back
Yeah.
and then kind of be like, "Come on, guys, just it's this way." And I think that my leadership is more unspoken than spoken. But I had to identify what that position was, and yeah, that's a leader, and I take that with great responsibility and great humility because I know there's a big responsibility that comes with it. It's nothing to have no ego about because that job is not for everybody, and everybody don't have the capacity to do it. Because let's face it, when you look around you, most people are selfish anyway.
Well, that's our nature.
If they do something about you, if they do something for you, it's usually
Yes.
because they feel like it's something that they can get out of it, even if it's to say, "Well, I did
It,
this for you. Why don't you do this?" You know what I
like,
mean?
what are their motivations? Yeah,
Hmm.
behind that.
So I don't know, man. I mean, some people may think I talk a lot, but I really am a very passionate person,
Well,
and I have a lot to say.
yeah,
Go
and
ahead.
your words matter. Your words are pointing people to Christ, and so that's where we're to
Thank you.
point people to. Like you're great examples of living life and just experiencing things. Like that's meant a lot to me. As in you've
Thank
been
you.
there and done that, and you and you know exactly where to go. The source of everything is
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, and so like
That's a fact.
a
Amen.
lot of times I've tried to help myself do things without going to Jesus with him doing it, and a lot of times that gets me in trouble or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
but I think your words, people are they gravitate to you because they know that you are real and that you are pointing people to who they really need. And it was like that story you told me the other day about this guy you talked to. You told him, you said, I'll give you what I'll point you or give you to what you really need to, and that's Jesus right there. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
I was approached by a young man, and he looked like a broken human just by the look on his face, and I don't know whether it was something that was obvious or it was something that I've become sensitive to and I can just spot. I'm going. Can I help you? Can I help you? And he's like, I was wondering if you could help me with a few dollars. Well, before he could get that part out, he once said I hadn't had anything to eat. The human in me, looking at a man that's thicker than me, and so
uh,
in my human mind, my non godlike mind, I'm saying you need something to eat. Don't look like you need nothing to eat, even though he could be starving and,
well,
and still thick. But because my human mind was right there, I had to wait and be quiet and still for a minute and let God give me my orders. And what this man needed was a word of encouragement, a word of upliftment, and a confirmation of something he probably heard maybe even an hour ago or
yeah,
maybe a week or two ago. Because one thing about God, when speaking to you, he gonna show up in a few different places if you don't hear him. That's if you still with him. If he's still with you, he's gonna keep trying to get your attention. And when people say God found me or I found God, really you just open your eyes. God's been there.
right. He,
Yeah, he's been there.
yeah. It's just that we took the time to actually see that and believe that, I guess.
Hmm.
But
I
yeah,
would say because
like
it. Oh, go ahead.
oh, go ahead. No, it sounds like that was God. He directed your path to this individual, and then, like you say, you had to wait just a little bit of time for God to give you the guidance, direction, and the words to speak to Him. And
Hmm.
that's basically what we're saying. Being obedient to God, and not being afraid of what to say, but God, speaking God's words to him, I mean, to this
Hmm.
individual that needed to hear this.
Another part of the growth is, God would use everybody if they would just be still and digress so he can progress. People are supposed to make themselves available and wait for the orders. But what happens, I find, especially some of the ones who've been teaching me the gospel, uh,
Yes.
I don't want to say no names because I don't want you to lose the point, and I don't want anybody that may see this video to lose the point. But I have gotten a lot of instructions from this one pastor, and he said most of them, like 98% of the things he say, my spirit agrees with it. There may be a couple things in there, and those couple things are just his the fact that he's
Yeah.
a human being.
That's right.
The only one that was perfect is Jesus Christ. And
That's
we
right.
wasn't walking with Jesus. We have our lessons and we have what we have learned about Jesus. But Jesus, like we said in the last part, Jesus had his temptations and he had his obstacles. But one thing we know, it was the faith that brought him through all of this. But the
Right.
point I was going to make is that when you get a man of God and you get a man or a woman who can speak the Lord's words, and if they've been doing it long enough, there's some type of arrogance that can overcome a person because you feel special because you've been given this knowledge. But I want to make it clear that anyone can get this knowledge, but they just did it.
That's right.
Now, none of us are special, and all of us are special at the same time. Both of those things are happening simultaneously. The difference between the one that knows they're special and the one that don't know they're special is the other ones let the devil
Well,
take their life, even if they're not calling it the devil by name. Because anything that's not of God, it's against God. It's just really as simple as that. There's no gray area when it comes to this. To this.
no, it's it's either God or not God. It's not a little
Hmm.
bit and a little bit of that. But yeah, that reminds me of one of the scriptures in Psalms. I can't remember. It's in the 100s. Be still and know that I am God. But that's like you're saying. Just you have to be still long enough. Quit trying to do things our way and our human using our human strength and
Man,
um, kind of things, and just sit there and just acknowledge who God is, and
yeah.
and but that's one scripture I've remembered for a long time. Just be still and know that I am God, and He's got it.
Wow.
It's just
Yeah.
we have to keep it in His hands and let Him direct us.
Hmm.
And
I absolutely agree with that, Matt. I mean, this whole life is about learning, man. Nobody got it all figured out. Like my wife and I was discussing earlier, man. Once you pretty much got everything figured out, what's left? This whole
yeah,
life is about learning.
yeah, I've heard one saying. I don't know who quoted it, but I think it goes by, "We have never arrived." Like we never arrive, as in, like we always have something to learn. We're always growing and maturing, and like in this lifetime, while we're here on Earth, we've never arrived anywhere
Wow.
because God still has to, He has to work things out of us. Our sinful habits or sinful desires
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
our human nature. Say He's cured me of one sinful habit that plagued me for a while, then he'll
Yeah.
uncover something else that Matt. I know you're not you're this is not of me, or something of any. It can be a small
Right.
thing
Right.
or a
Right.
little thing. He's always doing His work in us. So we've never arrived while we're in our earthly form here on Earth.
I believe that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wish I could know who quoted who I'm quoting there. We have never arrived. I can't remember, but I've remembered that one for a long time.
we've never arrived.
Yeah,
That's interesting. So, are you? It seems like you have a lot of scripture in your arsenal, man. It feels like you're pretty well read when it comes to the Holy Bible. Would I be
yeah.
correct when I say that?
I've remembered a good bit of reading, and I can I think what it is I can remember certain scriptures that have hit me at certain times, and then they stick with you, you know. And
Hmm.
'cause I don't think I'm really good at memorizing scripture as good as I probably should, but I can. It's those, I guess, experiences that you can remember a certain book or of the
Yeah,
Bible, or a certain story, or a certain something that it sticks with you, and then
yeah,
you can
I agree
always
with
pull
that.
that out when you need it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say one time they wish life came with a manual. It do.
Well,
The manual is the Holy Bible.
yeah. I mean, it it, it can't be
No,
nothing
it's an
else.
acronym. People have broken down the acronym of what the Bible stands for. Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Yeah. Okay. I never heard. I don't know if I've heard that before. Basic instruction before leaving Earth.
Hmm.
Wow. I'll remember that one. That's
Isn't
good.
that something though?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
that hits me right there, because that makes so much sense.
Yeah, and really, a lot of this, really, once things are revealed to you, it do become basic. The rules are there. You follow the first 10 commandments, you got most of this thing right.
That's right.
But you got to follow them though. You
Well,
got to
it's
follow
it's
them.
one thing to know them, and it's another thing to follow them.
That's correct.
Because I guess we can all know something or know a lot of things, but if you don't actually do them, then what's the point of knowing them? I guess.
Well, no, you in more trouble if you know it and don't do it versus if you
Right.
didn't know it.
That's right.
So once you know it, you held responsible now.
That's right. Because there's something I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
Hmm.
Y- well, obviously, when we stand before God to give an account of our lives,
Hmm.
like believers, we're still going to have to give an account for, like, the times that we missed doing something for God or witnessing for God. And that goes back to your point of me knowing something, but I didn't do it at this certain time, or God had me somewhere, and I knew what to do and I didn't do it. So it's those little things, but like you say, but that can become pretty dangerous if you know what God is expecting of you, and that becomes disobedience if we're not doing, like, He knows we know what we're supposed to do, and He put us here to talk to someone, we didn't, and then
That's
that,
right.
yeah,
Well, people are constantly put in our paths, and we shouldn't miss the opportunity to give them the good word. This isn't about being preachy. This isn't about being judgmental because I'm in no shape to judge anyone. You
that's
know,
yeah,
and this understanding that I got is pretty brand new.
yeah.
So I'm not walking around here like I got the answers to this, I got the answers to that. Because really, if we get a subject that I don't have any knowledge on, I will join you in prayer and we will go to the Lord together on it.
Yeah, one thing I've heard
You feel
is,
me?
like, we can't, like, when we approach people, or basically when we
Mm-hmm.
come in contact with non-believers or approach non-believers, we can't go to them or approach them and beat them over the head with the Bible and say, and
Right.
just reprimand them, and just that's not showing love right there.
That's right.
And you can't you can't beat somebody over the head with the Bible to to force them to believe. Only love and showing them who the source of all that is how they're going to believe.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, man. I remember how I got to where I'm at, and it didn't come from nobody trying to shove it down my throat because
Right.
I'm just as stubborn as anybody else, man. This will happen when I'm ready for it to happen. I just hope that the Lord give me grace and let me try it again. Every time I wake up, Matt,
Yeah.
I I honestly feel like wow, another time to get it right. Okay, Elite's calling me. That's my car. See if you can keep on while I go on. Hold on.
Okay.
Matter of fact, nah, we got to stay where we're at with this.
Okay.
I'll call him back. Um,
It's like
we have
three
a
twenty six.
responsibility at,
Yeah.
huh?
I was just saying it was 3:26 right now. Like, we're almost halfway.
3:26. Yeah. So yeah, um, we do have a responsibility to our brothers and
Yes.
sisters, and especially if we get some information, it would be great. And stewardship, like if we would share. I don't think we go through our experiences, and especially after we made it through, and not share how we made it through. You
Yeah,
know,
because
a lot of the trouble about going through something is not knowing your way out of that trouble.
and the good news is meant to be shared. It's not meant to be kept in a box and away from
Right.
individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
like like your experiences and my experiences, they're there to overcome them, and then share with others how to overcome said situations. So it's meant to
Yep.
be passed on. I'm trying to say.
I agree. Agree with that. I agree with that. Well, since we are on a non-traditional pod, I'm gonna keep it at 30 minutes. Last time it seemed to be well, we're close to 30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
after you read the daily devotion, we
Okay.
will be about to clear the daily devotion. Uh, with all of that said and done, and with the climate of this world that we're living in, I think it is very appropriate to have a devotion read, and
That's right.
you guys should get an affirmation for yourselves and get some encouragement about yourself. But I'd like to present this daily devotion to you that was sent from me the same way it was sent to me uh, last week. I would like Mr. Matthew Bell to read it. So
All
you
right.
sit down in your chair, put your headphones on, pay attention. Anybody's talking in the background, go into a room where you can just listen because there's some words in particular this particular devotion
That's right.
that's meant for you. So
Yes.
without no further ado, Matthew Bell, are you ready?
I'm ready. All right.
All right.
Grow strong in the light of my presence. As my face shines upon you, you receive nutrients that enhance your growth and grace. I designed
Mm-hmm.
you to commune with me face to face, and this interaction strengthens your soul. Such communion provides a tiny glimpse of what awaits you in heaven, where all barriers between you and my glory will be removed. This meditative time with me blesses you doubly. You experience my presence here and now, and you are refreshed by the hope of heaven, where will know me in ecstatic joy. And so we have two different scriptures to read from, and they're from the New
Okay.
Living Translation. First
Okay.
one is Psalms 4, chapter 4, verses 6 through 8. And it says, many people say, who will show us better times? Let your face smile on us, Lord. Verse 7, you have given me greater joy than those who have abundant harvesters of grain and new wine. Verse 8, in peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, will keep me safe. Additional insight regarding Psalm 4 7, two kinds of joy are contrasted here. One, inward joy that comes from knowing and trusting God. And two,
Mm.
happiness that comes as a result of pleasant circumstances. Inward joy is steady as long as we trust God. Happiness is unpredictable. Inward joy defeats discouragement. Happiness covers it up. Inward joy is lasting. Happiness is temporary. And then the last scripture is from Revelation chapter 21, verse 23. And it says, "And the city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city, and the Lamb is its light."
That's amazing right there.
Yes,
Um, guys, I hope you be blessed, and I hope you get something away from this devotion. And I want you to take God with you everywhere you go, because He's already there. But open up your hearts and have fun, guys. And just live
yes,
your life, be respectful, have a lot of love.
that's right.
Agape love. Look up what agape love is. Get some of that. It's amazing. Without no further ado, this our show. Them M&M boys.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe and share. And we got plenty of content in the Dem M&M Boys page. Just look there and
Oh yeah.
find it.
Oh yeah. Have a good weekend, Mr.
All right,
Bell.
take care, y'all. Love y'all.
All right, buddy. All right. Love you.